Hello everyone, and welcome to another Indie Bin. This is the demo for the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Bees and I saw this as part of Next Fest, and we had to check it out. Let's get started. Oh, content warning. Okay. Well, I hope that it's okay for showing off on video. I guess we'll see. Eternal Void, heed the words of a prisoner. I beg of you, send me a curse to break this immortal isolation. Hear the chant my mentor once forbid me to recite. Stranger to my soul, invade my body. Stranger to my soul, invade my mind. Grant me an eye to see beyond my torment. Take my pride, my sorrow, my chains. Turn them into power, wisdom, revenge. Stranger to my soul, invade my magic. Stranger to my soul, become my faith. That's a beautiful song. Feels great to be awakened again. Who are you? My name is Fortuna. I am a witch. Abramar asks, why did you summon me? Because I would rather lose my pride than my sanity. Sounds fun. Tell me more. I was condemned to exile by the leader of my coven. Today marks the 200th year of my millennium-long sentence. And I can't take it anymore. I need your help. What do you use as a clock? Humanity's cradle. Planet Earth. 200 human years, that's quite some time, I feel you. I had been imprisoned for 5,402 years until you summoned me. Isolation can really do a number on you. I will help you. I shall become your familiar. Thank you, Abramar. Now get comfortable. We are going to seal a contract. First of all, allow me to express my gratitude. I am really thankful you freed me from my cosmic prison. Of course, you're welcome. Is something the matter? Not really. It's just that after all the reading I did about behemoths, I didn't expect your behavior to be so... mundane. Oh, mundane. That hurt. Oh, I mean, you're still intimidating, but I always pictured you speaking in archaic poetry or something like that. I like you. I like you so much, I'm gonna let you pick the terms of our contract. You will still have to pay a high price for my magic, though. I'm well aware of that. I won't back off. Alright, then let's begin your training. The ceremony is 5 days long. Let me know when you're ready to begin. Right now. You are already my favorite master. The first day is the easiest one. An interview, so we can get to know each other. Lesson 1. Admittance. Tell me about yourself. What is your specialty? I am a fortune teller. Oh, one of my favorites. Would you mind doing a reading for me? I can't. As part of my sentence, Iadana banished my tarot deck. Iadana is the leader of my coven. Wow. You must have done something really grave to get exiled and deprived of your magic. I foretold the falling of my coven. Bleak. But how are your visions your fault? After my premonition, the coven was consumed by despair. Many witches came to me for counsel to prepare for the end times. Iadana didn't like that. She holds supreme authority in our coven, so she decided to exile me to this wandering asteroid. Our leader determined that even if all covens must fall eventually, advertising their demise only pushes the catastrophe forward. Iadana decided my power posed a great danger to the peace inside our coven. Concluded that I had to learn to reason instead of relying exclusively on my gift. So I was sentenced to meditate for a millennium, deprived of my deck. Since I'm here, I deduce that you don't agree with your leadership's judgment. He was afraid of my influence. Many of our sisters put their trust in my advice. I'm sure that hag thought I was undermining her supremacy and decided to cast me out. Sure sounds sour about it. Would you kill her? Should you have the chance? Our first choice. No. Isolation didn't eat away your mercy yet, I see. Dots. Okay. I will help you recover your powers. Will you get me a new tarot deck? Tarot? Pfft, no. I mean, tarot's cute, but it is too human-centric to grasp the hidden truths of the cosmos. You will create your own deck. My own deck? I wouldn't even know where to begin. Shh. Leave the details to me. That is what these 5 days of training are for. You're going back to witch school, Fortuna. For this training, we will review the 4 basic elements of magic: air, water, earth, and fire. Oh no. Don't worry, it'll be fun. Plus you'll get to seal a contract with me for each of those energies. Now, get some rest. Tomorrow we'll start with the invisible energy, air. Lesson 2. Context. First day of school. Are you nervous? To be honest, I'm just happy to hear something other than my own voice. That's cool. Today we're going to talk about air. I'm going to focus on what will be useful for creating our own divination deck. Understood. Air represents the invisible, the negative space, that which imbues everything. Air is the collective subconscious, energy within a community, ecosystem. Air is everything that surrounds us. Air is context. Exactly. Master your air, and you will acquire unparalleled awareness. There is power in knowing one's place. Even when isolated, you are one with the cosmos. Now, for the first part of our contract, we will seal our air energies together. Yes, please. As I promised, I will let you decide the nature of every seal. You just need to answer a question. But careful. Your answers affect your fate dramatically. I'm ready. For the air seal, how do you want to be perceived? I want to be adored. Ready for an eco trip, eh? I'm on board. Inspiring adoration will allow you to gather the support from many. But be careful you don't get overthrown by your idol persona. I understand. Allow me to seal our air energies together then. That hurt. That felt good. Can't you feel the power? Yes, I feel it, but I also felt like I was tearing apart. Well, girl, I am a behemoth after all. What did you expect? I know. I know. I can take it. Good. Now focus on that bit of air energy we unlocked. We're going to use it to create our first card. I noticed you have a ceremonial tokonoma for witchcraft in the basement. Head over there and I will teach you to create cards. Tokonoma. This is the Arcane Grimoire. Here you'll acquire magic images that can be used to craft your cards. There are 3 types: spheres for the backgrounds, arcana for the main figure, and symbols to add some magic pizzazz to your compositions. They all cost magic energy to summon. Right now you can only acquire air-type elements because we've only unlocked the air seal. But you can go ahead and browse that grimoire to savor your future creations. Select a sphere. The Opera House. An enchanted opera house that magnifies the emotions of anything sung inside its chambers. Quicksand Graveyard. A magical cemetery for the witches who dared to tamper with time. The quicksand absorbs the bodies and turns their souls into heat. Pleasant Prairie. When Jasmine's mentor retired, she summoned a dozen acres of enchanted grasslands, inspired by a poem written by the youngest witch of her coven. More magical enslavement was forbidden. The long-lost coven of the Jade Sculptors tasked 7 major demons with carving a gigantic temple out of a moon. The unspeakable dimensions of the temple make the witches who study inside its halls aware of their insignificance within the universe and enhances their powers through humanity. Balana Payashjoti? During the last war before the Age of Witches, the ancients pierced these lands so deep the planet is always bleeding lava. First witches tried to heal this dominion by covering it with the tears of water deities. The waters of Javlana Payashjoti are forever boiling. Rituals performed using salt from these waters grant access to the most profound emotions. The road. The road back is lethal. The road ahead, unknown. Demonic desert lands, home of Dahlia the Daggersmith Witch. White sands of this dominion are cursed. Earth sediments wake up and transform into bone demons. Dahlia hunts them and uses their bodies and innards to craft ceremonial knives. Shipwreck Library. The home of a water deity that collects every letter that was never sent or never got to its destination. Witches can purchase this lost knowledge in exchange for unedited poems or beautiful shells. Charred battlefield. War is meaningless. Canis Majoris. One of the largest known stars. The forbidden behemoth was once imprisoned at the core of this red hypergiant. Sunset Docks. A humble wooden dock cursed by a heartbroken witch. The legends say that anyone who parts ways with someone and sails away from this dock will never meet the one they left behind again. Jade Monk's Waterfalls. Home of the Coven of the Jade Sculptors. The giant jade monk statues guard the souls of every member of the clan. If you bring the heart of a deceased jade witch back to these waterfalls, she can be born again as a mortal, retaining her memories, but not her skills. Those who are reborn must act as servants for the living witches of their coven. Gem Skull Belt. Less than a century ago, the architect witch Greta carved 13 skull-shaped rooms out of an asteroid belt, all interconnected by ivory walk bridges. The rumors say these chambers turn a witch's words into energy and allow them to communicate with extra-dimensional beings. The Nomad Sky Caravan. The best merchants of their galaxy. They couldn't figure out how to travel through space, so they tore away a piece of their homeland's skies and took it with them. A blue nebula full of flying ships that soar the Milky Way. Titan Quarry. Titans are said to be able to mine a planet the size of Earth in less than 50 years. Their kind is unable to hurt a soul, so they only mine asteroids or planets that are unable to sustain life. No one knows what they use the mine materials for. They are happy to share their ore, if you ask them with respect. The 100-Column Worship. Inside the Warhorse Nebula, there's a passage to a non-Euclidean canyon filled with 100 obsidian towers. No witch knows who erected them. If you climb onto a tower, you can see versions of yourself looking back at you from the many windows of the rest of the towers. Or are they the ones being watched? Defrenia. A city of blacksmiths built inside the skeleton of a titanic behemoth. The bone marrow of the fallen beast burns for eons, so their forges are always alight. The Red Strings Club. A cursed cocktail bar that takes the soul of whoever owns it hostage in exchange for supernatural abilities to read into their customers' souls. Forgotten Factory. Many millennia ago, before witches cracked the cosmic code to manipulate matter, they built a factory under the crust of Venus. It was operated by iron golems, and it allowed many human covens to expand beyond the solar system. Magical Post Office. A magic forest realm inside the folds of time, only accessible by witches' familiars. The magical post office is the quickest way to send letters and parcels from one witch dominion to another. Witches favor this method of communication because there is no known way to tamper with it. Fine, if you won't let me center it, we'll just have it be abstract. The meaning of a card varies depending on which elements you combine. Air elements lean toward relationships, community, and karma. Pay attention to your studies so you can tune your divination style toward the ideas you fancy the most. It can be tricky at the beginning. The only way to master this is through experience. Standing ovation. The chambers of the Opera House make all meanings resonate through every context. A strong avatar for justice, imbued with purpose, the sound from the trumpet garners everyone's attention. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. Meanings: leadership, purpose, justice, predestination, and luck. Did you like it? Looks promising. Feels way more complex than tarot, but I sense its potential. I don't know if I agree with that. Good. We're only just getting started. It will make all the more sense when you try your hand at reading them. We'll wait until you've made at least 2 cards, though. There's not a lot of predestination in shuffling a single card. I'm sorry. You must be tired. Go to bed and review the fundamentals of air. Tomorrow, we will unlock your water. And I think that's as good as good a place of any to stop and say, This is going to be a deeply personal experience for anybody who plays it, and I am excited to play it more. So, yeah. This has been the demo. Please check it out. Let's be witches. Have a nice night, everybody. Sleep tight.